Well, hi guys. This is a great way to start off the live session. Oh my goodness. Oh, we're so upset. It is dinner time here in our household, and so we didn't do a vlog today, and we thought it'd be fun to just answer some questions while we're sitting here at dinner, and versus doing a kind of sit-down video where we've got to edit. I'm just going to go ahead and record this live, even if none of you decide to show up and you watch it later. That's fine. I do have a list of questions here that we've been asked recently, and so I'm going to go ahead and answer those, and if anybody joins and wants to know answers to other questions, that is perfectly fine. So, one thing that I've been asked before is a lot of people want to know how Danie and I met. And so it's kind of an interesting story. We technically met at work and online, both kind of at the same time. We both worked for Walmart, and I was in the toy department. He was managing in the men's clothing department. And so we were working at the same place. We had mutual friends that were working there. However, the first time we actually talked to each other was online on Xbox playing Call of Duty. We just kind of played with friends, and that is kind of what happened there. And then when we were in the store, we kind of were like, oh, hey, we played Call of Duty together. Do you remember that? And just kind of started talking that way. I was switched over to his department. Kind of his department, not really, because he'd be managing me, and that would be kind of weird. I was still in toys. Don't you want that? Here you go. I was still a toys associate, but I was helping over in clothing at different points, as well as other departments, so I was kind of moved all over the place. But that is essentially how we met. So, the next one, y'all might want to close your ears, were our children planned? And yes and no. Kaylee, not planned at all. She was not planned. Not that we weren't planning on having any more children. We weren't really preventing or anything, but she was not, we weren't like, hey, let's have a baby. With Kaylee, or with Madeline, basically had been to the doctor a lot. I have a lot of problems, and I was told that I probably would have a very hard time having children. And so, that being said, the doctor said that we should try for a year and then go on fertility medicines, and we basically had to try for a year for insurance purposes. So we kind of were like, all right, well, we can do that knowing that it wasn't going to happen for that year. And so we were just basically 1 month, kind of like 1 month away from being put on fertility medicine when Madeline decided that she was going to show up into our lives, huh? Yeah. Yeah. And so we ended up not needing any medication to have her. And then I was told again that we would probably have trouble having a second one and go through the same thing. And yeah, Madeline was only 5 months old when Kaylee decided she wanted to come into our lives. So she was definitely, you were not a planned baby, but we love you. And you weren't an accident. I definitely wouldn't go as far as saying that she was an accident, because she wasn't really an accident. We weren't trying not to have children. So I don't call you an accident. You are a perfect little blessing, aren't you? You are just a perfect little blessing. Yeah. Who's very hungry at the moment. All right, so the next one is, what is Madeline's favorite food? Do you want to tell them? You've got it on your plate. No? You don't want to tell them? No? Her favorite food is mac and cheese. All kinds of mac and cheese. It doesn't matter what kind of mac and cheese it is. She loves mac and cheese. I usually give her the Bob Evans. Right now she has just kind of like the Easy Mac, microwavable, quick stuff. And we were giving her the Annie's brand because it has a little bit less sodium and everything in it. However, we found with that brand, there's like this weird gel or something that's in it. And she was eating it one day, and a bunch of the pieces stuck together into this huge clump. And she went to put it in her mouth, and it was too big, and she started choking, and we basically had to beat on her back. And it was a really scary experience because she was choking for a really long time. So I've just kind of have not given her Annie's since then. And it's not that she didn't like it or anything, because she really did like it. But I really don't want to go through that again. I don't find that that happens with the Easy Mac, although you can see she does take these massive, massive, massive chunks of them and shoves them in her mouth, but she hasn't had any problems with those, but she does really like the Bob Evans brand. That's really easy to make. They're like perfect little portions and everything's fine. Can you say hi? Say hi to everybody. Oh yeah, there we go. Wow. Okay. The next question that we've been asked a couple times is what are our ages? So I am 28. Danie is going to be 32. And Madeline is 17 months. And Kaylee is 2 months. So that is our ages, right? Man, we've got a big old age gap going on here, don't we, huh? No. Is that good? It's so yummy. So, the next thing is, what is our favorite TV shows? And I don't know if this was directed at Madeline or directed at us. So, anyway, Madeline really loves Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. She loves Blue's Clues. She likes Doc McStuffins. And she really likes Moana and Tangled. Those are like her two favorite movies. She loves watching Moana and Tangled. If she could talk, I'm pretty sure she could probably quote both of them. So there's that. Kaylee obviously is a little too young to have decided on a favorite TV show, but she will occasionally look at the TV and watch whatever Maddie's watching. And I really like, Danie and I both really like On True TV and Practical Jokers. I don't really like to watch shows with a storyline because I just don't have time for it. I don't have time to keep up with it. So we do like Impractical Jokers. I like to turn on the Hallmark Channel and watch like the I Love Lucy reruns really early in the morning when I get up. And I have been watching This Is Us. I think This Is Us is a really good TV show. Like I said, I don't usually watch them, but I think This Is Us is definitely worth watching. And then prior to that, my favorite TV show of like all time is Downton Abbey. I love Downton Abbey. I've watched that 4 times now, the entire series. So, yeah, you don't watch that. All right, next is pertaining to Kaylee, a lot of the stuff that she had when she was first born. We put out a couple of vlogs that basically showed her being tested for spina bifida. This one's passing some gas over here. Yeah, so anyway, the ones that were testing her for spina bifida, people want to know, does she have spina bifida and what is going on with all of that? So all of her tests came back saying that she most likely does not have spina bifida and that her back issues are not normal, but they're okay for now. They're not presenting any life-threatening issues, which is very good, and we hope that it stays that way. However, there are other underlying problems with that, which I will get into here with the next question, but essentially, as of now, no, she has not been diagnosed with spina bifida, and we are hoping to keep it that way. So the connected question to that is, why do we take her to the chiropractor? There's a lot of people out there that don't believe in chiropractors, and then, you know, taking your baby to a chiropractor just seems really bizarre because a lot of people associate chiropractic with like cracking, twisting, everything like that, and none of that happens. My chiropractor doesn't really twist anything. You get on the table, but he doesn't crack your bones. It's a lot of pressure and things like that. So I go to see my chiropractor because I have scoliosis, which causes hip problems. However, Kaylee has been going. She goes weekly right now, and she has her hips and her lower back adjusted because the issue that she was born with, where they thought she had spina bifida, actually causes problems with her hips and her spine that puts a lot of pressure on her intestines and on her stomach, which causes her to be in a lot of pain throughout the day. It takes forever to get her to sleep at night. She basically screams. She has colic, and so her colic is essentially from her spinal issues. So we do take her to the chiropractor. She gets adjusted, and then she is fine. She is great for several days until it kind of reverts back, and then she needs to go get adjusted again. And luckily, the issue that she has is something that she will grow out of. So as she gets older and her bones get bigger and start growing, she will grow out of it, so it's not something that will be here for her entire life. Next, and the last question that I have here is, what activities do we do with our kids? And so, obviously this one's kind of small to be going out doing activities. it's flu season. We don't really take her out anywhere at all. So she sits inside, we hold her, we love her, we hug her. She likes her swing, she likes her bounce chair, and that's pretty much what happens. Your activities are eating, sleeping, pooping, bouncing in your bounce chair, swinging in your swing. For Madeline, she does a lot more. She is crazy, crazy, crazy hyper child. She's a crazy hyper child, aren't you? Yeah, playing with your food. You're a crazy hyper child. Yes, you are. Yeah. Madeline on Mondays. Yeah? On Mondays, Madeline goes to music lessons. She takes a group music lessons with some other kids. And she's really been enjoying that. She gets to explore all different types of instruments. She plays with microphones. She plays with hula hoops, drums, maracas, bells, sticks, all kinds of things. They sing, dance, runs around, all kinds of things. She absolutely loves that. And on Tuesdays, we've been doing, it's actually called Tumbling Tots with the YMCA. It is a gymnastics class for children who are from the walking age, once they start walking, until they are about 3 years old. Are you kicking the table? So she, look at you. You are making the camera go all crazy because you're kicking the table. There you go. So anyway, she does that. We do take her to a lot of places. We have a, around this area, it's about half an hour away, we have it's basically a farm of all rescued animals, like horses, llamas, turtles, goats. They have a camel now. We like to take her there. She really likes to see them. All the horses are called dogs, right? Dog. Yeah, dog. So she really likes to do that. She likes to go into different pet stores, any places that have animals. She loves animals. And yeah, I mean, she goes on play dates with her friends and everything like that. But as far as activities, we try not to take them out of the house too much right now because, like I said, flu season's really bad. But she really does like to do a lot of those activities. We've taken her to the Renaissance Fair twice, right? You went to the Ren Fair twice. She really likes to see all the people in their outfits, all of the skits that they do. You know, there's things that they use fire, like people juggling fire. There's the Stella Circus, the dog show. She really loves to watch them. And then at the end, they have the jousting tournament with the fireworks and everything. And she really seems to like all of that. Because there's big dogs there too, those horses, right? They have big dogs. Yeah, the big dogs. So that is what she really likes to do, right? So, dog. Yeah. I guess we could say another question could be, what is your favorite word? Dog is your favorite word. So, I think that's all of the questions that we have been asked. So, do you want to say, can you say bye-bye? You're going to scream? You're going to scream? Say bye-bye. What do you think? Can you say bye-bye? Bye-bye. Bye-bye. No? No? All right. Bye-bye.